Hello, Drag Race fans, and welcome into another Drag Race fashion review where I will be ranking my top 10 fashions from each one of the seasons. We are going to be doing season 3 today. I previously did season 2. I will not be doing season 1. These should be coming out every couple of weeks or so, kind of depending on scheduling and everything. But we are going to be getting into season 3 today. I'm very excited. This is one of my absolute favorite seasons, right next to season 7. These are two that I think were just big standouts that have existed really strongly across time. I think season 3 has proven what Drag Race could be, and I think ever since then they've been really trying to build that season one more time and use a lot of those archetypes again and again and again and sort of get that magic of what that season was. But I think really what it was the casting. The casting was so good. Everyone understood their assignments. And when we got into the runways, we had incredible fashion moments from everyone. I will be honest, this is very similar to my season 2 ranking where there's a lot of the same people, but that's okay because it was hard to choose. I went through probably 20 different looks, whittled it down to my top 10, and even that was hard enough. There were a couple from Yara that didn't make it in here. One of Delta's looks was really strong in my opinion. I really enjoy this season so much. It was hard to whittle this down, but here we are in the season 3 ranking. I got all these photos from the Drag Race Wiki, so credit to them for these photos. Let's get into it, starting in the number 10 slot, which goes to Raja in the Cake Couture Challenge. Now, let's talk about this look because in the last video, I had a lot to say about ruffles in a positive way. And I know we're starting this out with ruffles, and we're going to have a ruffle counter. Maybe at the top of this for how many times that I've enjoyed a ruffle. So this look, they had to design themselves, one of like 15 design challenges this season. And let me tell you, this look is luxe. I love the distressing that's happening around the collar, and you can even see it on the shoulder detail as well. There's a little bit of distressing that's happening there. Then this light glitter fabric that seems to be underneath some tulle, right underneath this belt. And I love this belt corset combo. It's so high fashion. It is so couture. Perfect for this time period. This very cute little teacup princess dress that Raja made. I love the hood that's over all of this too, with this nice little fascinator at the top. I feel like Raja was always thinking sort of top model-y about all of her looks, not only with the way that she was walking and the way she would eat up the runway, but also with her presentation. Every week, she was thinking about television and what was going to translate well and what was going to capture the camera's eye. That's something that not a lot of people are able to do, but Raja knew from working in Top Model and knowing how those girls walked, the things that they were wearing, the things that were put on their bodies. She knew what was eye-catching, and this is eye-catching. She's got great legs. This highlights those. She's got great arms. This highlights those. And also her face is stunning, and the hood sort of pushes your focal point to looking right at her eyes, where you've got this really intense dark makeup. It's kind of scary looking, but it's good. It's solid. And then you've got this big chunky say something necklace right in the middle of it all, giving chocolate teardrop. Excellent execution of this challenge. I don't even care that her bloomers were showing because this was good. Going into the number 9 spot is Alexis Mateo and her Hannah Montana inspired outfit. I love this look. I loved Alexis's breastplate. No one else was really doing breastplates at the time. And Alexis making a big center point of her drag, having this breastplate and giving sort of realness, I really enjoy. I love this look in particular for the RuPaulapalooza, where she was supposed to be giving something a little contemporary and modern, and you could see for this time any number of celebrities wearing this for a concert. I love the star pasties, very clever to incorporate the same colors that exist in this camo jacket. Normally, I think that camo is a blight on the fashion world, but I really love it on Alexis here. I love this kind of choppy A that's on this hat here. It looks like a piece of fabric that was cut out, supported with maybe something a little stiffer, and then rhinestone, and then just glued right on top of the hat. It's so it's so crunchy as a drag piece, but I'm obsessed with it. This whole look is discombobulated. It's a big disaster mess, but I love it. What I love the most is this glittery rhinestoned corset. A lot of the girls were starting to really wear corsets around this time, doing corsets on stuff. That was the influence of Raven, I want to say. This season we saw a lot of it, and Alexis kind of took it to another level with this. Plus the holes, which were super trendy at this time, holes in pants. She even rhinestoned around those, which was also a smart detail, taking a probably like cheapy pant that she found at some, I don't know, fashion store, wherever she got it from, and just rhinestoned it to make it a little more appealing, make it a little more draggy. I love this look. It's good, especially for the challenge. It gives a singing challenge aesthetic. Going into the number 8 spot is Shangela, and I know that Shangela has been accused of a lot of different things, and being respectful of that, I'm not going to give this too much attention. This is one of my favorite looks from the season, and objectively, I can't ignore it. I love the lace. I love the hair detail, even if someone else did it for her. I believe that was Mariah who styled this hair for her during that episode. I love how it's sitting on like a plank on her head. The earrings are really nice. The makeup looks really clean. For Shangela at the time, this was such a good look because her makeup was crunchy. Her looks were crunchy. And this is clean and lovely. Love the mermaid silhouette. Love this little ruffle that's at the bottom. And then this peak of the underwear that's right underneath it all, underneath the like corset nightgown situation that's happening here. Very, very nice look. In the number 7 spot is Roger, giving us a Futurama Glamorama look. We got to see sort of a C3P hoe look, I believe they called it, during the judging. This was great. This was futurism. We were supposed to be seeing what drag was going to look like in the future. And I love this look so much. I love the sleek pulled back hair with this kind of weird fascinator that I guess it'd be like a microphone that's coming off the ears. Maybe this is supposed to be someone who works in some type of futuristic flight control at a spaceport. Maybe is what the headpiece is supposed to be. I love this little tiny itty bitty jacket, which was also super trendy at this time. Great silhouette. I love that we get a lot of her collarbones. Anytime that you do a outfit that covers a lot of your body, having a peak of your skin is nice. Not just your arms, having a peak somewhere else, whether that be in your midsection, showing your legs, showing your chest and collarbones. That's always a really nice detail, and not cluttering it up with a necklace was a really smart decision here. I think Raja has said that during this time she actually finished this in her hotel room, and you would never know. It's so well put together. Love the little stoning that's on it just for an extra little eye catch. And overall, this is one of the strongest looks from that particular episode, and it's super memorable. I think about this gold C3PO look all the time when I'm on my way to get gas, when I'm going to go down to the mailbox, when I'm doing my hair. I think about this look. It's so good. In the number 6 spot is Alexis Mateo, giving us her finale look. Love this pink on her. It's so luxe. This was an outfit that Rue had the gall, the gumption, and the nerve to say was too regional, because she was giving a sort of carnival look. I love the umbrella with the feathers on it. I love the marabou that's coming off of this little cape that's coming off the back. Love this rhinestone corset. Her makeup looks really nice. Then this hair is glamour. In my opinion, Alexis was super robbed. I feel like this is such a hard season to watch the finale of because I love Raja, I love Manila, and I love Alexis. And they were all so even, but I felt like there were a couple low placements that Alexis had that didn't belong to her. I felt like the cake challenge belonged to someone else. Call me delusional, all you want. And I also don't think that her money ball challenge look was worthy of a bottom two either. I do believe that went to somebody else, but I'll keep that opinion for something else later on down the road. In my opinion, Alexis was super robbed of getting a top 2 placement, and I think Alexis easily could have won this season. Every week, she was giving us glamour, she was giving us comedy, she was giving us camp, she was giving us sound bites, she was giving us television. Then she comes out in this finale look, in this bubblegum pink that looks so good on her beautiful skin. She looks incredible. And I hope that one of these days they'll bring her on for a 4th time and actually crown her, because she should have won. This season, she should have won All Stars 1, and she should have won All Stars 5. I stand by that. Then we get into number 5, and this kicks us off on our Manila train. Gonna give it to you straight here. If y'all don't care about the rest of this video, and if you don't like Manila Luzon, I got a spoiler alert. She's in the rest of the top 5. Because Manila dominated the runway. And this almost was a 9-part Manila ranking. It was almost like top 10 Manila looks from season 3. In my opinion, this was Manila's prime. As far as what she was giving to Drag Race, I don't know if All Stars 1 or All Stars 4 were really her like peak moments, but I think Drag Race season 3 was. So we've got her stand-up outfit. This was her Big Bird inspired look. I love this look so freaking much. This beautiful hair that is cascading down. She's got this beautiful lace front wig. And at the time, a lot of these girls were wearing hard fronts. And Manila's hair was pretty unclockable on television at the time. Lace fronts were not a thing that you saw from just casual drag queens. A lot of casual drag queens were wearing hard fronts because that was just easier to afford. Lace fronts were very expensive. They weren't as in circulation as they are now. So for her to have these beautiful laces is kind of an incredible statement piece. But then this yellow looks incredible on her. The makeup is super clean. Love this earring with the diamond shape in the middle. And then you've got the not seen in this particular photo leggings that she had that looked like chicken legs, or what you might cartoonize as chicken legs. This is a great look. Love all the feathers on it. It's beautiful. It's luxe. This was a great decision that Manila made to wear this particular outfit. Love it on her. Now we get into the number 4 slot, which is Manila Luzon again. Again, this is a top 5 full of Manila. This was from the Christmas Couture runway. And I really do feel like this should have won that particular challenge. I'm not going to apologize for that opinion. Manila looked so good with this big muff that was around her arms. All of the little accoutrements that she added to the dress to make this super high fashion. It was very like Whoville. It was giving Martha May. It was giving the sort of town pump who's going out to dinner and really reminding everyone, like, I make the money around here. I'm the pretty woman of Whoville, and y'all gonna have to just eat it up. It's gorgeous. It's perfect. I love the hair again. I think this is a lace front, if not incorporating just her own hair into the look. Really stellar job that Manila did here. And she made this herself. She made this herself, y'all. This is so good. None of y'all could ever do this. I could never do this. Manila was really giving it to us. And in the same way that I feel about Alexis, I feel like Manila was also robbed. This easily could have been like a 3-way winner situation. Maybe all 3 of them deserved it in different reasons. And in an alternate timeline, Manila won this season. In an alternate timeline, Alexis won hers. And in some alternate timeline, all 3 of them were crowned because they all deserved it equally. Now we get into the number 3 slot, and that is for the evening gown eleganza portion of the Money Ball. I love this look. I know that LaToya said that the hair was too big. She is on drugs. She's like on a lot of drugs because this hair is perfect. She's a drag queen and she should have big hair. I love a wop. I love that it's all pushed off to the side. And then you've got this color scheme of all the greens. I love the storyline that she had here of at the end of the night when you're going through all your tips and they're all kind of crumpled up in your bag or in your purse, in your bra, whatever, and you sort of pull them all out. This is what money at the end of a drag show looks like. At least when I was performing regularly, I'd open up my little purse and I'd have all these little crumpled ones that I had from just needing to stuff it in there. This legitimately is what they looked like. So the inspiration was very clear. And what I think is really smart about this is that this pink pop of colors through there, it's not messy. She could have easily done a bunch of different colors and really just made it a mess of fabric. But this was couture to the eyes. It's got a really pleasing color palette. It's kind of giving watermelon, and I love that. Plus you've got this eye makeup that's to die for. This flower in the hair that is just big nut. Across the board, 10s, 10s, 10s. Manila deserved the win on this one, and I love what she did here. Absolutely love what she did here. Moving into the number 2 spot for Manila, again, is the favorite drag look. This is her real porcupine dress. And if anyone remembers that Untucked, when Carmen Carrera asked if what she had in her hand was a real porcupine, this is a porcupine dress in my head now and forever. I love the fascinator that are these feathers that almost look like the top of a pineapple. Michelle said it best during the hairball that Manila knows how to theme couture, because you've got this mermaid silhouette that is so overdone. Everyone in the world that's ever done drag, that has ever worn dresses, has a mermaid dress, right? Especially one, if you're doing drag that's got a lot of flair and a lot of interest visually at the bottom, and it looks like an upside down pineapple, which is super smart. It's well themed. It's great couture fashion here. But what it does is it takes that visual and puts something familiar on it, like a fruit, like a pineapple. And it sort of takes your brain to a happy place, because it's not just a plain mermaid dress. It's a themed mermaid dress. Even the stoning, this was absolutely deserving of a win, that particular episode for Snatch Game. Even though I really, really, really do love what Alexis did, this look kind of stole it for me. It turned the party. And then you got this earring too that I haven't even talked about that looks like a pineapple circle. I think it might even be. It's hard to see, and I don't know if I've ever noticed that until looking at it right now. The earring is immaculate. The hair is immaculate. Love it. Perfect proportions. A+ job. Now moving into the number 1 Manila look from this particular season is the Hairball Fantasy Hair Extravaganza look. God, I love this look. I think about this look all the time. It permeates my brain. Anytime any of the girls on current Drag Race ever try to theme something, I think it's because Manila started the trend. I think Manila created a super unrealistic expectation for Drag Race that you need to have these looks that tell you a story, that give you the essence of something without it being too complicated. Manila could have gone out as a bee and had like thousands of little itty bitty bee hairstyles all over her. She could have done a beehive hairdo and really just like gone super camp and ridiculous with it. Puffs out like a bee's big fat butt at the bottom. Then you've got these leggings that she probably brought from home, similar to the Big Bird ones that she already had. And then this kind of muff on the side, which was more hair. Themed couture is so smart. And then there's this fascinator that's also in the hair that looks like a bee that's landing. Overall, smart. Smart looks. Plus all the jewelry. You've got all of these bangles that are on her arm in an asymmetrical way to balance out how much hair is on that shoulder. On the other side, there's nothing visually interesting there. So you've got these bangles that bring out those colors, echo that visual silhouette on the other side. Little tiny rings that also do that. This is an immaculate look. There's a reason why Manila was in top 3, and it's because every week she was always giving it to them. And I love this look. It's number 1, and it always will be. So that is my top 10 ranking for season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race. What are your favorite looks? If your favorite look did not make it in here, please don't get mad at me. I love this season a lot. I really love what all the girls did. And I think that everyone was visually very stunning on the runway. It was hard to whittle this down. This was the first season, I think, that everyone came out and said, we're making TV, even if they didn't quite be cognizant of the fact that that's what they were doing. They were really there to make moments happen. And every week we got to see that. And I think that's what makes this season so special. So tell me what your favorite looks were this season. And I will see you very soon for season 4. Keep an eye out. And if you haven't seen the season 2 review, you should go back and check that out of all my rankings. That one's pretty much all Tyra and Raven. But they were good looks. So I'll see you next time. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to click that like button. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Goodbye.